Goeiedag allemaal, my name is Brandon and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to talk about things that you can do that will help you get settled in your new Dutch home. Several of the things we're going to talk about in this video are actually phone apps or mobile apps, but I also want to take a moment and introduce you to a few Dutch companies that can help you get settled. And one of the apps you'll actually have to have in order to prove your identity once you get settled in the country. The first app you're going to want to get is DigiD. So what is DigiD? It is your digital identification, and you can prove yourself to the government who you are through this app. You'll get a DigiD account after you get your BSN set up, and your BSN is set up through the municipality that you live in. Then you will apply for the DigiD. You'll need this to do your Dutch taxes and also have other access to government information and paperwork. So you may have heard of the term going Dutch. It's actually a thing, and you may go out to eat or go to drinks with your friends or coworkers. One person will get the check and somebody will ask you to tikkie them for your share of the meal. Tikkie is basically a secure payment like Venmo in the States, PayPal, or Cash App. You connect it to your Dutch bank account and you can send it to whoever asked you for your share of the bill on Tikkie. So you'll hear often, tikkie me your share, or tikkie me. So talking about money, Ideal is a secure payment that you can use either in a store, at a market, or online. It is a secure app where you connect your Dutch bank account again, and whenever you see the Ideal logo, you can pay your bill through that, and you do not have to worry about your banking information getting shared with anybody else. The Ideal logo will be found at the grocery store. Amazon even has it. Coolblue, who I'll introduce you later, has it. And several people in the markets have it as an availability. My number one app that I recommend is WhatsApp. Everybody in the European Union that I know has WhatsApp, including a majority of the businesses. WhatsApp is a secure texting and phone call app. You can also do video calling and free international phone calls and texting. If you are going to be working with me, it's easier to work with me through WhatsApp, either through phone call or through text messaging. I'm going to take a few moments and introduce everyone to one of my new partners. I'm excited to announce FurnitureForRent.nl has joined me in my next adventure of doing real estate in the Netherlands. Moving to another country is stressful enough, and FurnitureForRent.nl can help you furnish your new home with high quality, high style furniture. They have 5 packages to choose from, including the studio furniture package. The studio is all inclusive, living room, dining room, and bedroom. The other 4 are living room with dining room table and chairs. The other 4 also have the optional add-on bedroom package for an amazing low price. Each package is priced for a 12-month lease, but you can get discounts with Furniture for Rent with slightly used furniture or 24-month lease options. You can extend your lease or purchase at a lower price at the end. Each package has optional extras, and as I was saying before, they have the bedroom add-on as well. Delivery and setup is included in the price. Reach out to my friends, let them know I sent you. You can either reach out through the contact page or email them here. Just choose what package, add-ons, and length. John Paul or his team will reach out to you within 24 to 48 hours. Albert Heijn and Jumbo are your two main supermarkets in the Netherlands. You will often find Albert Heijn in the train stations, in the airport, and throughout the neighborhoods in the country. Jumbo is my go-to supermarket, but you can go onto Albert Heijn or Jumbo and order your groceries for delivery. And also Picnic is an option. They do not have a physical store, but Picnic is purely online and delivery. So you have your address already in the Netherlands, but you don't know how to go about getting groceries. You can go on Albert Heijn, Jumbo, or Picnic, put your address in, pick the day that you want it delivered, and choose the day you'll arrive, but later in the afternoon. This way you can get everything done in customs and at the airport, and you can come home and have your groceries delivered. Nobody wants to go grocery shopping immediately after an 8-hour flight or even longer. So my go-to for when I first arrive in the Netherlands is Picnic, only because it's just much easier and they have my account already set up. So in the States, you're used to Grubhub or DoorDash. So Thuisbezorgd in the Netherlands is basically just Grubhub, but it functions the same way. You'll have your food delivered, and you can also have some grocery items delivered, but it's mainly restaurants. So you're going to have your groceries delivered either through Picnic, Albert Heijn, or Jumbo, and you'll have that when you get there on day one. Do the same thing with Thuisbezorgd. You don't want to do any cooking or even getting everything ready after a long day of travel, or even two in some cases. So Thuisbezorgd is just basically Grubhub. So how are you going to get from the airport to your new house if you don't have a car? Most people use the Dutch train system. The NS app will help you plan your route from the airport to the city that you live. And then 9292 can get you on the public transport, either bus, tram, or metro, to get to the closest stop to your new home. Now, I'm going to introduce you to another company here in a minute. The other Dutch way of transport is the bicycle. We have more bicycles in the Netherlands than we have people. But NS app will do anything on the trains across the country. 9292 will get you on bus, tram, or the metro. There's some people on YouTube and TikTok that don't recommend the OV chip card for tourists or for newcomers. I personally do. I use the Anonym OV chip card, the anonymous public transport card. It's the blue one without a picture or your name on it. You can get it at the kiosk, either at the train station or at the airport. You preload as much money on it as you want. You just have to have 20 euros on there in order to use the NS trains, the countrywide train system. Or you can use it on the buses, trams, and the metro. The Persoonlijk OV chip card is yellow. It has your picture and name on it, and it's connected to your bank account. Now, if you lose your Anonym, you're out the money. It's kind of like a gift card in the States. If you lose it, you're out the money. Your Persoonlijk, you have other options to recover your funds. You can also use OV Pay on your phone, and you can tap in and tap out every time you get on public transport. So, tap in and tap out, what does that mean? You tap your card on the gate, it opens up, you go to your train. When you're at your destination, you tap out, the gates open, and you can leave the train station. My go-to cell phone provider in the Netherlands is Lyca Mobile. I do their prepaid unlimited plan for 40 euros a month. It is the best unlimited plan that I have found in the Netherlands. It does not have the greatest customer service, but I've not had any issues with them. For 40 euros a month, you can't be unlimited. This includes unlimited calls and texts to several countries, including the United States and Canada, with EU roaming as well as roaming in the UK. Like I said, they do not have the best customer service, but you could use that term loosely. I've reached out to them via email, probably 10 over the last few months, and no reply. I've also mailed physical letters twice now with still no reply. It is my understanding, though, once you have an account and you reach out to them through the app, it is much better. I'm going to tag them to this video and hopefully we can get a response. Many Americans I talk to have a misunderstanding and misrepresentation of IKEA, or in the Netherlands, IKEA. They're much more than flat pack and meatballs. They have high quality standards, they have high quality furniture, and they also have all of your necessities, your bathroom towels, your bedroom linens, your dishes, your silverware, glassware. I strongly recommend you look at IKEA and see what they have to offer. They can deliver everything to your home and you'll have everything ready by the time you arrive. Just remember, IKEA, and it's much more than flat pack and meatballs. The Bouwen Radar app is going to be your go-to weather app. A couple years ago when I was in the Netherlands, I was in Drenthe, so almost to Germany, and Amsterdam had one of the worst storms they've ever had. Even though it wasn't close, my Bouwen Radar app alerted to me the storm, and I knew about it as it was happening. Bouwen Radar is good to have for any kind of weather incidents in the country, and everybody I know recommends it. My last trip to the Netherlands, I forgot to pack a few things that I wanted with me, so I went to bol.com. It's similar to Amazon. Yes, they have Amazon in the Netherlands, but Bol is specific to the Netherlands and to Belgium. Fair warning, it's only in Dutch, but I found the prices are better than Amazon in most cases, and it's just as fast delivery. So bol.com is a good app to have. So, jij moet Nederlands leren. So what does that mean? You need to learn Dutch. You have arrived in the Netherlands and you have noticed all of the signs are in Dutch. All of your contracts are in Dutch. All of the paperwork that is involved with life in the Netherlands is in Dutch. So, my friend Bart de Pauw, who does not sponsor me, has a company called LearnDutch.org. I have attended 2 of his intensive courses at the Drenthe location, and I used what he has, what's called #Dutch Grammar, and I use that here in the States to help improve my Dutch that I've been learning for many years, and I wanted to improve it and practice speaking. But #Dutch Grammar is also included in the intensive programs as well as their remote learning on Zoom. You can go to Amsterdam, Drenthe in person for 2 weeks for a level. You're going to meet other expats, people from all over, and develop amazing relationships. And then their remote learning classroom is similar to Zoom. You are online with other classmates and your teacher, but #Dutch Grammar is the homework assignment on top of the textbook. #Dutch Grammar was great because Bart teaches the classes on each level, and there's videos to help you learn each one and then a test at the end. He has a cartoon YouTube channel that's all in Dutch to help you learn the grammar and hear it spoken. And he also has 1,000 words in Dutch that's for free that you can download. Go to learndutch.org. I recommend it. You'll meet people that I've continued to be friends with even after this amount of time. And it gives you practice in Dutch and you'll be able to speak in English as well. So the last company I want to introduce you guys to is Bike Fair. Bike Fair in the Netherlands has anything from used to new bicycles, and it includes children, racing, road, metro, you name it. Prices range as little as €50 on up, and you can have them delivered to your home. You can add on extra locks and other security and even panniers or the bicycle bags, but you can choose the type of bike you want, have it added on, and they will deliver it to your home. You can try out the bicycle and then return it if it doesn't work out. But I do recommend you guys take a look at Bike Fair, because trying to find a used bike, there's shops everywhere, but Bike Fair is highly recommended and a good company to work with. So thank you guys. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch this video. Please help me grow my platforms on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you can give me a subscribe, and please leave me any comments or even questions. I would also like to know what you guys would like to learn more about. My Instagram page is mainly updates as well as any news that I get from different platforms, like possible scams on rentals, as well as when I get there permanently, I'll post available listings. My Facebook page is connected, so that will be the same. But my YouTube, I want to continue growing and provide information on Dutch real estate, getting accustomed to living in the Netherlands, showing you companies like my partners at furnitureforrent.nl, as well as any future partnerships that I get to develop. So thanks again for watching, and click the bell icon so you know when my next video is posted. Tot later.